Alright, welcome back everybody. This is the Benjinator.
And I am Error Code.
And you are watching Let's Play
Final Fantasy X.
So last time we really sucked at getting through a puzzle.
Yes.
Fortunately we were able to use some very comedic video edits to show that, but
we made Yu-Gi-Oh! Look like what Yu-Gi-Oh! Wants Yu-Gi-Oh! To look like.
A more spherical version of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yes. Perhaps.
So anyway, now we're about to exit.
So would that make us like Bakura?
I suppose.
Maybe.
I don't know.
No, his was a ring, wasn't it?
I honestly don't remember.
I don't either.
I have a very, very slight familiarity with that.
Most of my familiarity from it comes from Little Karibo's abridged series. Anyways, so.
All right, so now Yuna's gonna have some fan peoples. Oh, and look, there's old school Aladdin again. He's back.
Yeah, he's back. You know what? We should keep a running tally of how many times we run into old school Aladdin.
That would be good.
Or rather, just old man Aladdin. It's not really old school. He's just old man.
Meanwhile, here's the Evangelion portion of. Well, okay, maybe not.
Or not. Hey, guys, it's been like 10 years. Give us a break.
I put my feelings for Xanarkin behind me.
Okay, is it just me or does he sound more mechanical today? He's like he's talking in iambic pentameter.
Yeah.
I thought my feelings for Xanarkin were behind me.
But they were there, and they grew inside me bigger and bigger.
Bigger
I was
and
just
bigger.
about ready to burst.
And then I remember that one time that they let me walk through a crowd of people with no guards.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought to myself, fuck those guys.
Yeah. Remember that, viewers? That was only 2 weeks ago.
Are you okay?
Wow, he's messed up if Yuna noticed something.
Yep.
Like, she noticed something about somebody else in real time.
Yeah, that's...
Wasn't like a 2-week delay.
Awareness amongst these characters. It's pretty amazing. What? Okay, that's an Evangelion moment. I'm sorry.
A little bit.
That's a Shinji right there.
Nah. I hated Shinji, but let's give him some credit. He only screamed when it was,
True.
normal to scream. The weird thing about Shinji was that he didn't scream at other times where it was normal to scream, like when his father was being a douchebag and getting his friends killed.
Of course, yeah. Alright, so, folks, I think we have to go back to the dock. We'll see you in just a minute. After this very ceremonious scream. We'll be right back. Alright, folks, so we made it through the woods, sort of, and we saved.
Yeah.
Something we couldn't do last time, so let's see what else is going on at Kilika Village! Probably nothing radically different, so, yeah, pretty much.
Are all your family members still dead? Yep, okay.
Yeah, I was hoping maybe they would all just magically, wash up on the shore and everybody was like, yay, everything's good now. We just had a very, very tsunami-like shower.
It'd be a very Disney-like way to end that.
Yeah.
Very not Japan, I gotta say.
Alright, so let us embark.
Off to Luca at last.
Oh boy. We're going to Luca, which, if I recall, has a cool theme song, but is kind of a strange place, as you'll see. But we're about to board the SS Winnow, motherfucker.
Don't you ever forget.
If you guys are wondering, we don't spend the entire game going on seafaring villages. It's actually a pretty short portion of the game.
Benjinator's lying. I'm gonna make him do it.
I wish he had control over it. See, this is actually one of the criticisms that some people lobby about this game, is that there is no map screen. I honestly didn't really care that much.
Yeah, I didn't either. For a somewhat linear game, I mean, we've had Final Fantasies that are way worse than this, so...
Oh, absolutely.
It didn't bother me when I was a kid. It doesn't really bother me now.
Which ones may you be referring to?
Hmm?
Which Final Fantasy game?
Oh, I couldn't remember. 13! Sorry, that's...
Oh, yes.
Oddly enough, it's the 13th.
Well, yes, it is. Happy Friday the 13th, viewers.
Yep.
Meanwhile, it's actually... We're on a nightly voyage, which is kind of interesting. Maybe Sin doesn't attack at night. Wouldn't that be kind of convenient?
Sin is afraid of the dark, which tells me something hilarious about Jet.
So, viewers, this might be way before your time, but for those older gamers out there, you might remember a game called Draken. And in this game, Draken, the Big Dipper will attack you.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Dude, let's play that.
No, you don't want to play Draken. It's a terrible game. And it's...
Dude, Big Dipper attacks you. Come on. How is that a terrible game?
Alright.
That sounds like the kind of drug-fueled 8-bit fest that I love. Is it 8-bit? I don't even know.
Oh, it definitely is 8-bit. Well, it's 16-bit. It was on the SNES. So.
All right, so 16.
Yeah, it's okay. If you, for those of you who might, be masochistic, yeah, try playing this game Draken just for a little bit. Meanwhile, this lady still sings the theme song, and there is an Albed Primer on this ship somewhere. We're gonna find it. It's not in the same place as the other one, but we are looking. I believe it's on the bridge. Ew, yes. So that would be, yes, Code was kind enough to show me where it was.
Code is a good navigator.
Yes.
But some die.
He's also handsome, in case any of you were wondering.
Yes. There are a couple of very handsome men.
Yep.
Not this guy, though. This guy's just a douche.
Yeah, he is.
So, let's... Oh. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think there is some trick about lending to a Waka, but I wouldn't worry about it right now. It's not something that if... Yeah, sure. I think it's actually good if you lend him something. I'll look that up later. That's one thing that I did forget about. But.
Wait, Waka asked you for money? I don't remember.
No. Owaka, not Waka.
all right.
Waka asking for money would be...
That'd just be sad, like, even for Waka. Be like, Waka, aren't you like a drug dealer?
Uh-oh.
Relax. He's bound to know someone in Luca.
Ooh, yeah.
And if not?
They're
He could always turn
eavesdropping
up on
time.
Anyhow, it's better than just leaving him and be safe.
What?
Are they planning to
Just
ditch me
leaving
somewhere?
him and Luca?
What do you want me to do?
Uh-oh.
Juno wants to make him a guardian.
Well,
Oh,
he did
yeah,
solve the puzzles
jeez.
all by himself.
There's that too, eh?
And whose fault is that?
Not mine.
Nuh-uh.
So, you see, here's...
It's mine, huh?
Alright, that was actually pretty funny. Here's my issue with Luca. She's a massive cunt.
Oh,
Lulu. My bad. I always call her Luca. I don't know why.
Well,
She's still a massive cunt. I don't like her.
Well, yes, there is a fantastic game that does have a character named Luca in it, so...
There is.
Chrono Trigger.
Yep. I've been trying to beat Chrono Trigger. That's why I keep on saying Luca.
Oh, yes.
It's really not fair to Luca because Luca's an awesome character, not
Oh, yes.
like Lulu, who makes me want to kill things.
Well, yes.
There are actually characters in this game that I will allow to die. just to watch them die, and then I bring somebody else in. It's actually a pretty funny thing.
Yeah, it's... You may see that, viewers, later on. Right now we're trying to be kind to our characters, but later on we're going to be pretty masochistic.
Well, I mean, in fairness, Benji is being kind.
Yes.
he's the guy with the whatchamahoosit, the controller. So
Yes.
if it were
Okay,
me,
so
they'd be dying all over the place.
Viewers, you want to get this part right. There's going to be a little thing that you have to do that'll make your life a lot easier. So we might screw this up. And if we do, we'll go back to a previous save after this recording, and we'll make sure we do it right. So, eventually. Wow, that's a pretty violent fall.
Yeah. Wop wop.
I mean, even what was it? Even Charlie Brown didn't do it that badly.
Yeah. At least Charlie Brown had the reason that
he had somebody. He had Lucy pull it away.
Trying to follow in my footsteps, are you? I usually charge for lessons,
I mean, I'm trying to think what the process was for choosing the voice actor for this guy. I mean, it had to be like, let's just find the douchiest voice possible. I'm fairly sure physics don't work like this, but then again...
Kid. But don't worry, my boy. You're not the only one. No one else can do it. I'm the best.
Yes, you can kick a ball.
So essentially, his father is, what you get if you cross Wario with like a CrossFit gym rat.
Pretty much, yeah. Except I think Wario had a better sense of humor.
Yeah, definitely. Well, like I said, CrossFit gym rat, so
Ah, yes. So the jet challenge shot. Let's see if we can do this. It's basically just a timing exercise, kind of like with the overdrives. So hopefully...
Which we've been doing great with.
Oh, it's a Simon Says. Okay, so... Yeah, you just basically gotta... When those appear in the upper corners, you just hit the button combination, so... Yeah, let's see if I can do this. Hopefully I don't totally screw it up. It does let you practice, which is fine. Okay. Yay. I'm getting it, I think. Alright, yeah, it gives you 3 practice sessions, and it's like, okay, you're good.
Alright, now we're going to do it at 20 times that speed. Woo!
Yep, so hopefully you'll get this right.
Can do it. No one, you can't do it, no one else can do. You're out of your league. You can't do it, kid.
And, yeah, totally screwed that one up. Oh, folks, by the way, this is a cutscene that you haven't seen.
Huh?
Yeah, we kind of screwed up with the last attempt, so we're going to do this again, but thought you might want to see this.
Oh, right. You're that idiot.
Don't call him that.
But he is an idiot. They don't got what it takes to win the cup.
But at least they know how to...
They do
well,
now that
no,
I'm here.
okay, he doesn't know how to wear clothes either.
Yes, he'll win.
Nobody does.
He used to be the star player of the Xanarkand Apes.
That was
They did a really good job of making these guys look like douche nozzles. I'm just going to say.
They are quite
There's
skilled
a
at
big
that.
city there. There is.
No, like the 2 jocks, like just
Yeah.
the faces that they have painted on those squares that are their heads.
Close to sin and...
Oh, yes.
There is a city, really.
You know,
I don't blame the jocks here.
Your ladyship
right, yeah,
says.
that's... I mean, like, I can understand eventually believing
This
it's true.
one, really?
But, like, you know, just... The fact that she believes it after, like, 20 minutes is just kind of crazy. Alright, guys, we'll be right back. We just wanted to show you that scene. Alright, folks, so we totally screwed that up the last time, so we're going to do this again. Okay, so the reason why I always get thrown off on this is because, unfortunately, what they do is the game makes you think that there's going to be those little things showing up, but that's not actually the case, is that it's the text that does that, so it's the game trying to trick you. The text is where you want to, you know, coordinate the D-pad with your X button, so you kind of get the idea. But basically, yeah, this is the practice, but then it's only going to be on text. So I'm going to try to make sure this is done this time. For some reason, I struggle with this, but let's.
It's like landing on the aircraft carrier in Top Gun. It's just not easy.
Nope.
You know what I'm talking about.
Well, of course. I mean, like, that's another one of those movies I was not exposed to until recently. Like,
No. Oh, maybe you don't, dude. NES had a game for Top Gun.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And at the end of, what was it, the second... No, it was basically at the end of every single episode, or not episode, level, you had to land your fucking plane on this stupid fucking aircraft carrier. And it gives you... It's like, up, left, to the right, blah, 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 blah. It's like a Bop It, but on your NES, and... No matter what you did, it didn't correspond to what the fucking game wanted to get done. So it would always show a cinematic of your plane coming in and going, and then it would just like fucking crash into stuff and explode, and nobody ever got past the second level because of it.
Wow.
I watched one guy who knew how to do a Let's Play, and I watched it all the way through to the end, and it made me sad. Because if it weren't for the fact that you couldn't beat that game as a kid, I never would have remembered it, ever.
Well, viewers, if any of you have beaten this game, please comment below.
Yeah, by all means, go ahead, you bastards.
All right, so let's try this one more time.
Let's do it.
No one else can do. No one else can. You're out of your league. You can't do. You're out of your league. You can't do it. You can't do it, kid. I'm the best.
There we go. Yay! I thought it wasn't going to happen. Alright, so I somehow managed to do that.
Woohoo!
Woo! Alright. Victory music.
Best. Yeah, right.
Yeah, so that... It's not like you lose the game.
Whoa.
I lost the
What's
game.
that called?
Yeah, so did all
So did all of you.
What if they do?
And
Just one more time, yeah?
you don't have to do this a second time, viewers, don't worry. You don't have to go through this again. For some reason, coordination with this game is just really difficult for me, so... Yeah, that was
The wave. I love that wave.
That's, you know, that's a wave that should be worrisome, I think. Yay!
That was actually a pretty good cut.
Yep, so now you acquired the skill, which will be useful in ways that you'll see later on in the game, but trust me, especially if you want to do side quests, really good to have that. The Jex shot.
Sir Jack showed it to me when I was a child.
Was that when he was still drinking?
Call it the sublimely magnificent Jet Shot Mark III.
Wow, hyperbolic much.
Yep.
Stupid name, huh? You know what? There is no Mark 1 or Mark 2.
I actually always liked this when I was a kid.
My old
Yeah.
man said the name Mark 3 was just something to hook the crowd.
He's actually making
He said
some
they come back
insightful
every
comments,
night
which is
expecting
rare
to see
for
Mark
Tidu.
1 and
Yeah.
Mark 2. And they really did come back. I used to get so mad.
Him and his awkward pauses. He's
I
definitely
know.
he's becoming Christopher Walken with that.
Well, this is what I was saying in the earlier reviews, is that, you know, they had to do
Why, you
that
think?
yeah.
because
I
just
don't know.
they couldn't do anything to change the animation of
Sir
the
Jack
lip
was
movements.
my father's guardian.
What's actually funny is later
So
on
it's
you
famous
hear
here, too.
certain syllables like
Yes.
yes or okay that
So,
like the sound bites are
if anything happened
reused
to
because
him,
they ran out of
I
space.
should think
It's kind of
word
crazy.
would get
Really?
around
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah, you'll notice it.
I will now.
Keep an eye out.
What would you do if you found him?
Speaking
knows?
of, what
I thought he died.
would you
10 years
do if you found him?
Well,
Except Una could never be
Just
Christopher
smack
Walken if she wanted to be.
After every
Oh, she doesn't sound anything like Christopher. I would never give you that type of credit. Christopher Walken is a freaking awesome dude.
Your
Oh,
father's
this
famous
game would be so much more
Everyone's
hilarious if she
spirit
was voiced by
knows him,
Christopher
right?
Walken.
Although I gotta say it would be hilarious if Una started doing like the Christopher Walken dance from the Fat Boy Slim video,
Of course.
like just like on the side of the temple, like you're there like trying to put the destruction spear in a thing. She's like, you know, kind of just grooving on the walls.
There wasn't much to honor about mild.
That'd be hilarious.
You shouldn't say that about your father.
I got the right.
Sorry, Una.
I guess you do.
Like, sorry.
Just because you had a nice father doesn't mean he did.
Yeah, I know. Like, in all fairness, he was a dick.
Yeah.
So how did they hit him in the chest
Luca.
when they
He
were
never
behind him?
did like watching other people
You know,
play.
this game doesn't really
But I
obey the
couldn't help
laws of
feeling
physics in
something.
any respect.
Well,
Dad
Blitzball
was
certainly doesn't.
Yeah.
So
And there's
these
gills,
feelings
there's
are usually right.
random blitzballs flying through the air.
Sure,
It doesn't
I
make
told
any
Wonka
sense.
I'd help him win the tournament, but I wasn't sure I had it in me to play at all anymore.
Like I keep saying, that they have other things they need to be focusing on.
the other thing is, like, there were random pauses in that, and there were no lip movements to sync it up with. There was no reason for that. It's like the pauses are just a part of him now. So I guess you got to do it everywhere.
All right, be right back, guys. Yeah, I kind of noticed that. Really odd.
Maybe it just is terrible voice acting.
All right, so FMV time.
Woohoo!
The city of Luca.
It's actually very nice.
It is quite. This is one of the more scenic aspects of the game.
Very colorful.
It's colorful. It's somewhat Mediterranean.
I like the pretty colors.
There's lots of balloons.
That too.
Are those balloons?
They looked like them.
I'm not 100% sure.
Seem to behave like balloons.
Yeah, they're saying something in the background, but I don't know exactly what it is.
Over there.
Could be in Tahitian.
Carrying the players are arriving now.
I don't think Tahitian is a language.
This will be dock number 2.
Oh, this part's kind of sad.
It's the killing of beasts.
Well, not. Yeah, it's.
Summoner O'Holland used to play for them. A big
Yeah, actually, the Killica Beasts are pretty bad. For you guys who might be interested in playing Blitzball later on, don't worry about the Killica Beasts. They pretty much suck.
Their hometown was recently attacked by sin.
Yeah, I was
Isn't
about to
that
say
right,
it's,
Jim?
their hometown just got destroyed. Maybe their heart just isn't in it.
Yeah, they might just be like, whatever.
Exciting, isn't
Whoa, okay.
it? Our next
That thing
team
right
on
there,
the
there's something
rampage.
just like it in The Force Unleashed, too.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Well,
Little
well.
honeycomb ball.
If it isn't the Besaid Aurochs.
Yeah, they.
They're a living, breathing, statistical impossibility.
Oh yes, I remember this line. A living, breathing statistical impossibility.
3 years, they never made it past the first round.
It's funny, because it's kind of true.
Die-hard fans.
Yeah, let's see. We got, a kid with a beanie. We got, we got the guy from Street Fighter 2.
Guy's clearly a terrorist.
No, what is... Who's the guy like something Honda, like the guy with the corporal?
I'll be perfectly honest. Until Smash Brothers came out, I never played fighting games ever.
Fair enough. Not really me either. But
I'm not a big button mashing kind of guy.
Me neither.
I prefer strategy.
Agreed. Cerebral games are more fun.
Yes, they is.
Not necessarily saying this game is.
How
totally
can they be the
cerebral.
favorite of this year? They have 3 people on their team.
Yeah. Well, one
of them looks like Caesar, but other than that...
Okay, that really does look like interpretive dance. That's way too coordinated. That's like a perfect triangle.
Yep.
Overall, I have to say that this audience turnout is pretty weak.
It's almost like they couldn't afford to... excuse me. To program it all.
That's what I'm guessing, or maybe they just didn't have the space.
It's like this every year, yeah? Don't let it bother you.
Statistical impossibility. Oh yeah. I don't know. I think it's.
Here's the real question. Oh, hold on.
Oh, wait, he's got a megaphone, so he's automatically saying something.
Goers.
You can start smiling now, but not for long.
He sounds very unconvincing.
Us Aurochs are taking the cup.
That laugh is totally inappropriate.
Yeah, no,
What
it's
in
not that.
heaven's name were you doing up
That's like that's the laugh that you say like when you threaten to tie someone down to the railroad tracks. Not.
We were? Mr. Micah is here.
What?
Uh-oh, the old man's here.
Number 3 done.
We're gonna get an old man appearance, guys.
Maester Micah
There's
has
a lot of
arrived,
those.
that's
Yeah.
why.
Micah? Maester?
Maester Micah is the leader of all the peoples of Spira. He's come all the way from Bavel. The tournament is
He's the
being held to
dictator,
honor
but he doesn't have a
his
floofy
years
hat,
as
sadly.
Maester.
50
Every dictator
years?
should have a
Shouldn't he
floofy
be
hat.
Agreed. Yeah.
Tired by now?
Hey, mind your mouth now.
Like a floofy hat
Let's
and
all
or
go
an awesome
see him.
mustache. That's the only way to go. Okay, so now we get to move around a little bit. Yeah, I think actually we're gonna cut this session, or just stop this session here. But we've landed in the city of Luca, and now we're gonna go see apparently an old man and kick some blitzball ass, which we should be excited about, but we're not. So I'm the Benjinator.
I am Error Code.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye!